7 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, education, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Smash that like button. Let's go.
Screen. Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? It is Survivor Speaks, your favorite breast cancer survivor. Before I go any further, let me just check in the chat to see if you guys can hear me. I'm not sure if you heard the other video. Um, this may just be a talking video if you can hear me and you can't hear anything else. Can you hear me, Allie? Can you put one in the chat? What's up, Nessa? Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, it is Survivor Speaks, your favorite breast cancer survivor. Hold on. So I do know that you can hear me. I just, yes, I was able to check that you guys can hear. Um, I'm not sure if you heard the disclaimer though, because it didn't sound like um I just can't hear it. I normally listen to the show as it's going on, but I can't. So, okay, thank you so much, Nessa. What's going on, Allie? Lynn Ali. I was getting ready to drop you off the thing, but I just came on. Today's show is going to be, I was looking for the word to put a little controversial. All opinions are welcome as long as they are respectful. Okay. So, you all know I've been busy, but I got time today. I didn't even um, I just saw what the verdict was, and I just want to know if anybody can tell me if they saw anything up that said that they were going to protest or anything. Just let me know in the chat. Well, I'll give you a little background about what we're going to talk about today. I'm not going to try to be here long. I have a meeting in the morning with my mother and some more people, so I wasn't expected to be here. But I'm a little outraged, as you can tell from my tone. It's not normally, who I am. Even when it comes to things like this. So I don't believe that you can hear anything from there. But hold on a minute. Let me see something. If I can do something. Can you guys still hear me? Can you hear the background music? I do have backup. So, um, what up? What up? What up? You can't hear Nessa? I'm not sure. Ali says she can hear. Lynn, what up, Lynn Ali? Can you hear? I think everyone out there. Okay, Lynn Ali says she can hear. Nessa, I think you're the only one. Nessa, go out and come back in, and then see if you can hear. So let me just give you a little background on what we're going to talk about briefly. And I'm only going to talk about the verdict briefly. But if anybody can drop in the chat where they're saying that we're having a protest now or moving forward, just drop it in the chat. Let me know. If you're here, please give a thumbs up or thumbs down to the video. It doesn't tell me who likes the video or dislikes the video. It just adds to the algorithm. And you guys know I haven't been live all week. There's lots of stuff going on in the background. Those that know. Thank you again to those that send kind words to me for my mother. She's stronger every day. And that's all I'll say about that. And shout out, to, everyone that checks in or says hi, how's your mom, whatever. Let's get to it. So I'm going to talk about, the first thing I'm going to talk about, the shocking verdict in the Tyre Nichols case. Has me reeling. I know it has some other people reeling. So after a 9-day trial, 3 former Memphis police officers were acquitted of state charges. So they were found guilty in federal prison, but in state prison, in the state courtroom, they were found not guilty, acquitted of all charges. So that's 3 of them. Fathead, Um, that's what they say about snitches, and there is no such thing as him not needing a snitch. The video camera told it all. But that's why we have a trial in front of our peers, right? Shout out to the jury. Even though I think y'all got it wrong. I don't know if y'all was asleep. I don't know what the deal was going on. I saw a lot of controversial things that's being shown. I'm not sure about that. So I can't say. I haven't really read. I was busy all day with something else. Family life comes, first for me. And this is an important week for my daughter as well. So I've been busy, just out of it. I'm tired. So they were acquitted of the state charges. So the decision, of course, civil rights attorney Ben Crump, I don't know how to feel about him. I'm just being honest. I don't know how to feel about him. He called it a devastating miscarriage of justice, which I agree with him in that statement. I just don't know how I feel about him. Okay. One time for the one time. He's always on the scene when something goes on, right? And in this case, and I have a mixed audience, but I'm about to say this, it's going to ruffle a few feathers, and I don't give a flying, you know what. In this case, if those officers were in the reverse in the state court, there would be public outrage. The protests all over the place. Where is it? Did anybody watch the slow down version of the video? I did a video of the officer that was on the stand and his cross. They slowed down that video. In the video, you see these officers are whooping. Let me say this first. Let me go back and say this first. The worst thing I think that Tyre Nichols did was wrong, right? Should you run from in this? No, you can't. This case is so controversial for so many different reasons. The world, I don't care what color you are, is controversial. Controversial. My tongue is tied because I'm tired. For us all. Don't look at color here, but I'm going to look at it and I'm going to point it out. Because where's the outrage? I don't know if you can see the smoke flying everywhere. Where is the freaking outrage? I don't think if I show a video, I don't think y'all can hear it. So I'm just going to do my talking points, and I'm probably going to have to do part 2 of this old video again, because shout out to Tuna that asked, did you see this from 2000? It's a case from 2022. I saw it, I think. Was I doing content 2020? I'm not sure. But I had to put it's all. If you're wondering why the 3 people are on the top of the thumbnail, we're gonna get to that story too, really, really quick. We're gonna talk about it, but I don't really want to stay on the Tyre Nichols verdict too long. The acquittal of these 3 officers, they should be under the jail in both state and federal prison. If you watch the slow down, take the blinders off. Let's just make everybody clear. Like you can see right through them, transparent. Let's not see no color in this case. Slow the video down and look at it. The same way we watched the knee on George Floyd's neck, look at the video. When their attorney slowed it down. In the video, you see them. Now, he should not have ran. I'm not sure if the traffic stop was legal or not, but you are trained as a correction officer, a law enforcement officer, how to handle these things. These men were pissed because not only did he run, they were out of breath. They looked crazy. They were being praised for doing, lawful things, unlawful things. I believe it all. I worked in law enforcement. I believe it all. Some people get power and they take it too far. And so when you take the power that you're given too far, then you should suffer the freaking consequences, whatever they may be. If you looked at that slowed down video, they were whooping his behind. He was screaming. He had his hands up like, stop. You can, I said, is his attorney, are their attorneys stupid? Are their attorneys stupid? Because in the video, you can see all of that. There was body manipulation going on in the video, and they said, oh no, he was reaching. He was grabbing. No, he was trying to protect himself from the blows. And then Officer Fathead that turned states on them, maced him, got mad and maced himself. That's his fault. Hold on, y'all. How is the bad? Hold on, y'all. I'll be back on camera. Just give me 1 minute. I'm upgrading stuff and other stuff is just doing what it wants. Okay. But Officer Fathead, who was on the stand, that decided now he got what time is the judge going to give you? These men walked away. Not guilty. What time is the judge going to give you? Because you're not being, well, I guess he's probably going to get they're either going to make an example out of him or that at home supervision. I don't know what y'all think. Drop it down in the comments. If y'all are on YouTube, come over here and please hit the like over on Twitter. I appreciate you guys for being there. But please come over here to YouTube and hit the like. I would greatly appreciate it. Is for this to go out into the system. I just need us to have the same energy that we had for the injustice when we still do talk about the YSL case. I just need us to have keep that same freaking energy. Let me go over here. So I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just mad for always. What's up, girl? I see you up in the house. Thank you so much for coming. So yeah, chat rules. Please keep it respectful, no spamming and all that Ali said. I want to know. So hold on. Why am I don't took this camera off. Now what's going on? I don't put myself back on I don't know what's going on. Y'all listen. Listen, I'm going to just keep the video rolling while it's rolling, but I got the camera on because I'll be outside. I don't got time to hire. People have time to talk about all the stuff that doesn't matter. Hey, Becca Cry, what's going on? I can see you. You can't see me. I don't know what's going on. I got my camera on. It's on. Did my camera disconnect from the they don't want me to. They probably, I don't know what's going on. Becca, let me see. If I put your comment up, is it even going? Hold on a minute. Let me see what y'all saying over here in this chat. Becca Cry, what up? What up? So y'all see, I see Alice said Becca Cry, what up? But when I try to share a comment in the streaming app that I'm using, it is not sharing anything. I do see that the mic is working. So I wouldn't be able to share video if I wanted, but I'm still going to talk my ear. You see us? You see me? Okay, so that's good. I don't know what's going on my end. It doesn't show that it shows me. So I don't know what's going on. So, okay, let me just make sure that, I can see on my Oops, I'm sorry. I can see on my camera that, I can see me, but, that's, I don't know why I'm on what I see my, avatar. So, I'm glad to know that y'all can see that. I don't know if y'all can, we don't see you. Oh, okay. Somebody for always said we see you, then she said we don't see you. I don't know what's going on, y'all. So let me say what I gotta say before this all go. I got a new streaming service. I just want to tell y'all that could be it. I'm upgrading things over here. New mic. I have something else that I'm working through. So I was not even supposed to go live, but this pissed me off, and I got something to say. Now we don't see you. I thought, yeah, okay. So I don't know if y'all can see me now, but it's showing that I'm on camera now, but my screen is saying it doesn't see me. So let me get through this so that I can let you guys go because I really do need to go to sleep. I just want y'all to sound off in the chat and tell me what the freak do y'all think about this verdict. I think that is wrong. I just wanted to know if anybody saw any protests that they were having for these. So they were found guilty in Fed court. So they are defendants and convicts. They just were found not guilty in the. I don't know which video they watch. I did stream that video when they slowed it down. When y'all know my blood was boiling that day. AOBD was like, "You mad about this?" I sure am, because that's something that I always taught my son. Sometimes that you're being pulled over for something, just hold your composure, and you hate to tell them this because you want to be able to say, "Well, these are my rights, and this is that." But that's not the society that we're living in today, unfortunately. And so when I tell you, okay, they did go in front of a jury of their peers. They even had a state witness which turned on them, which is one of them. Now his fat head. What the judge going to get? What is the judge going to give you, sir, with your fat head? Because he's getting sentenced, I believe, next week. What is the judge going to give you? You done played guilty to all this stuff. So there is another defendant. And I believe it's the defendant that did the soccer ball kick. So that was having, can I say homicidal on YouTube? YouTube is, I don't know if they doing an audit of my channel. Y'all going back striking old videos that have my music in it. And I said, how did that one get past me? Did I not add that to the list? Y'all can know and undo what you did, YouTube, because I added it on to the list. Stop playing with me now. Stop playing. Okay? How many times I own this music? It's mine. It's crazy. But anywho, Tyre life does matter, Rebecca. Like I said, if I show you, if I try to show the message, it's not showing up on my end. I don't know what's going on, so I'm not even going to show a video. So let me tell y'all what the other pictures are above on the thumbnail, because we're going to talk about some more issues, like I said, and I didn't want to stay on that Tyre Nichols things. I'm just giving my opinion and how I feel about it. And I just wanted to know, and so nobody has said they saw anything that we're marching yet. I just wanted to make arrangements for my mother so I can be there in full effect. Because there's something, Survivor Speaks can go very deep. This is why I don't do politics, and I don't do certain things, because some people can't handle the truth, and the truth is what it is. So that's why I don't do politics on this channel. I try to, keep things respectful, but my opinion sometimes is disrespectful, because that's what I wanted to be, disrespectful. And it's centered on what's going on, the law and everything else, and my feelings about what's going on. And I just want to know, was anybody watching the same videos in the slow down motion that I saw? Guess what? If the cop, what would they call it? The sky cop wasn't videoing, this case wouldn't even be a case. Yeah, come on, somebody. Nobody don't really want to talk about it. But if they didn't have the sky cop, which is a camera, this case would not be a case. Let's talk about it a little bit, because I ain't got long. But this case would not be a case. And so these three beasts, and the one that was on the stand, I don't care if he only maced. You participated. This man is not alive. He should not have ran. The most y'all should have did was handcuff him, take his behind to jail. But all the behind the scenes stuff that y'all did, I still want them to make it make sense why they went to this man's house to see if he lived at the address that they gave him. And he did. It doesn't matter if his mother said yes or no to whether or not she knew who he was at first. She wasn't a criminal. But y'all didn't tell her that he was in the hospital. That's why y'all coming in and they running all sorts of, y'all didn't say none of that. All right, we're gonna issue justice for Tyre Nichols. The feds got it right. The jury, I just want to know what y'all saw. I see the controversial things that's going on. They're saying that things that work behind the scenes, people are arguing, and I saw it briefly because I really haven't. I've been, doing what I do, even though like it's not reciprocated. I support certain people, and I've been watching when I can when I'm working through something. I'm playing it, support where I can. It's all are going to change, but and there's some other sectors that I watch that I support. Some of the people over there don't even know that I do true crime and even put content up, but other people know. They know. And even if I fly by, hey y'all, I'm here. I'm really flying by because I'm working on this much sleep every day. Everybody's life is life. So I don't get on here and complain all the time and all that nonsense. I'm just doing what it is that I got to do. Hello, somebody. Lynn Ali, thank you since you are here, I think I still have you and Ali in the, I didn't even change the scroll today, but thank you for becoming a member again, because I don't think I said it out loud. Thank you so much for renewing your membership. So now I want to tell you what the other pictures that you see on my thumbnail, what it's about. And I'm going to do another video about it because I don't think that if I share a video, if it's going to show. I was going to show the reading of the verdict of Tyre Nichols from a short. That's how much I can take, just the short. I think that, I'm thankful for the jury. I think they got it wrong. And whatever is behind it, I'm going to go look into it. But whatever's behind, whatever they're claiming, I'm not sure. I'm hoping that they can retry this case again. I hope that it can be retried, because these thugs need to go to jail, because that's what it is. And it doesn't make a difference what color you are. It's clear, or you can be clear when you take the law, because you swore under oath you was going to serve and protect, not serve, kick, beat, unalive people. That's not what it is. I haven't been able to take a deep dive into this case. I just know that somebody that is stopped for a traffic stop, one person, should not end up in the grave. And then there's video, and you covered it up, and you did all of these things. It says guilty when you look at it. And so I'm not believing for 1 minute that there is not something murky in the waters. It happens. Let me tell you about what's going on. Shout out to Tuna for jumping in the chat like you didn't see this. So this is a case from 2022. I'm going to just tell you guys about it. I'm going to do it when I can do a video, because I want to be able to, I think, I'm going to see if I can share the article. But let me just tell you. So I used to work at this prison, and that's another reason why they asked me. This is a prison where I worked for 6 months and told them I ain't coming back. And you can't tell me that God is not in the blessed business when it comes to me. I felt it all in my spirit. This place ain't right. Right. So this case is from 2022, y'all. So we need a little lightning. We need a little light. We need something to lighten up the mood. It's not funny. So the girl that is in the video, on the thumbnail up top with the braids in her hair, she was an inmate at what they call. I listened to some videos that keep saying the Edna Mahan, or the Edna Mahan, the Edna Mahan, it's Edna Man. It's like man, like you say man. It's Edna Man Correctional Facility for women. I said it's for women. And so the dude up top, his name is, hold on, let me look at my notes, Demetrius Minor. All right, so when that's his picture from when he was booked in. And then the picture on the right with the, look like, got little, I don't know where Demetrius got the little hair to put up top. So he decided that he wanted to be identified as a woman. Now, let me put it out here for all y'all to just get ready to say, oh, she over here talking about the LGBT. No, I am not, baby. Listen. I love them, my best friend, my family members. We that's not what we're talking about. But let me tell you something. I still, I guess yeah, in the pharmaceutical industry. I have been in, that is my second or third career, fourth, I don't know. But I've been in the pharmaceutical industry for the company that I'm going to talk about, it was for 15 and a half years before they laid me off, right? And there is a medication that cancer patients take, three of them, right? And it needs a REMS program to manage the cancer drugs, because in the 50s, the main drug, they were giving it to women for nausea. They did not know that it caused fetal Down syndrome, or it caused all, like a lot of kids you see that are now grown adults with like the cleft lips and small limbs and stuff like that. That's what this drug called. But it works great for cancer patients that suffer from MDS and where's my multiple myeloma. It works wonders. Most people with those diagnoses that are diagnosed with those two cancers are elderly patients. Most of the patients are elderly. You do have some women, they call them of childbearing potential. They can still have children. So there are protocols that are put in place for those young people that get diagnosed with this type of cancer, and they're prescribed these medications, which I'm not going to name any of the medications on this channel. However, so if you are a female that can have a child, you have to go through monthly pregnancy testing. The medication can cause a false positive. So if it causes a false positive, then you have to take a BHCG pregnancy test, which is a test where they prove. Oh, here I go. It says I lost connection and I can see myself again. So it has to be approved by a panel of doctors. And then in my last position at that job was the highest one in there. So I would be the one that makes the reports if a person got pregnant and we had to have stuff within 24 hours. It had to be turned over to the FDA. It's a long, drawn out thing that I'm not going to bore y'all with, right? So if you were a male and you identified as a female patient, you still had to go through all of the steps that male patients had to go through. Now, male patients had to be on two types of contraceptives. They told you which kind they were acceptable. Females had to be on two types of contraceptives. Excuse me. Males had to be on one type of contraceptive. Excuse me. But they took a monthly survey, the men. So that's on you if you take the survey and they ask the question, are you using condoms? You say, yes, I am. Have you, within the last whatever it is, have you had any, eggs, contract, eggs, if you will, for YouTube purposes, without. You say no, then that's on you. Every month, that's a process. If you want to be a male that identifies as a female, we have no issues with that. We write it on the paperwork, but we do ask questions. Have you had the surgery? Have you had everything snipped and clipped? If no, you still need to take this surgery, because even though we will respect you, like the fact that you identify as a woman, we will respect the fact that you even went and got your name changed. We will call you whatever name that you legally are known by now, but you still have to take that survey. You're going to be asked those same questions respectfully that we ask all of the men that take this drug. I just need to let you know that in advance. So are you okay with that? I'm going to say this guy wanted to be called. His name is Demetrius. He wanted to be Demi. Are you okay with that, Demi? You're not okay with that? Well, then we're not okay with it. Getting you this medication. I'm going to deactivate your account. Now your doctor can call back, and that's the only way it can be reactivated. It's a whole bunch of paperwork got to go through, Demi. And then we'll send it over to the panel of doctors over there. And the panel of doctors need to approve this. Okay, Demi? Then we can see what we can do for you. But at this point, you can't change the answer now, Demi. It's too late. But if you snip, clip, talk, tip, whatever they do, you can't have no more children. Sir, you had the full surgery. You can't have no kids. You can go on and be an adult female, not a reproductive potential, Demi. And we're going to call you Demi. So this Demi, they came out, I didn't even know this was a thing in New Jersey. They decided that if you were a male that identified as a female, they're going to put you in the female prison. You have heterosexuals, right? Men and women. You have the L of the LGBTQ community, which is, lesbians, two women together. That's their business. You got two gay people together. One dressed like a woman, or what is the couple? It was two couples that was on YouTube. One, she had a lot of surgery now, and I kind of liked her. I thought she was very pretty as a boy. She's pretty as a woman, but I think she overdid it with the surgery. She's on here now. She had did some time, just came out, restarted her YouTube channel, and it's through the roof because people like to see that. I haven't been on her channel in a while. That's why I can't remember what her name is. But I remember when she was in a relationship with another transgender woman. And they were both beautiful as heck. And I'm like, oh, they are cute. And they had companies together. I forget the other girl's name. She had a hair company, but this girl that's now, they broke up. They was everywhere together. In Balenciaga, or whatever, all the name brands you wanted. They were scamming. One went to jail. And that's why I say be yourself, wear what you want to wear, be who you want to be. I have a sign right here my daughter wrote me. Be free, be who you are. She wrote it on a sticky. So I got it stuck over here on the side. Be free, be who you are. And that is true. And shout out to the LGBTQIA community. Don't nobody go running around saying I said nothing bad about them. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about this male inmate that didn't have a sniff, nothing or a tuck, nothing. He got life. And they put him in a female prison. I used to just happen to work there. Praise the Lord that he touched me and came down and said, Sister Survivor Speaks, I don't think that this is the place for you. And I worked there exactly 6 months. He got 2 women pregnant. They only showed the picture of the one girl. I don't know. I got to do some digging and find a picture of the other one. God. It doesn't make a difference what you identify with. People go to touching and pushing on stuff. You got feelings. Regardless of whether you identify as a woman or not, and you were born a male. Why would you put this man in a male prison? So now he's back in a female, all-female prison. He in there like, wait till they turn the lights off, because, baby, the officers do count about. It only take us about 15 minutes. I'm going to get on my hump on you tonight. Girl, I'll be over there tomorrow. I might be over there as soon as I finish with her, girl. Tomorrow he walking the jail. Hey, y'all. Demi. Yeah, y'all thank y'all so much for welcoming me here. Hi. At night, he back there. Which way are we doing it today? Today I wonder. He got two girls, 2 women pregnant in the same jail. I'm so glad I left it. Because, baby, I would have been like, what y'all doing? What are we doing here? Does he still have his parts intact? He shouldn't be here. If I told y'all that the maximum security is secure as heck, you got to go through gates, barbed wires, but when I tell y'all that minimum security is right here and the highway is about right here, and they can walk off anytime that they want, but somebody that's in minimum security that's getting ready to go home, I don't think I'm like, well, some of y'all here on minimum security got like 2 years left. Y'all don't never get anxious to say, I'm just going, meet me on the highway. I'm running at about, I'm gonna run about 5. Counting is at 5. I'm as soon as count clear, I'm out of here. Be out. You better be there with the motor running. I was shocked because I'm telling you, they can just walk right off. You'll never know if the scenario was what I just told y'all. You wouldn't know until it's time for another count. Oh yeah, you still got Mina down there working in the kitchen. Mina ain't in the kitchen. Well, where? Whole place locked down. We can't find Mana. Everybody do a count, looking every crack and crevice, and see if we can find Mana here on these grounds. Now the jail is surrounded with forests. I was surrounded by deer one night. That's another reason why I said, you know what? I don't care how much money I'm making. F this spot. They like, I'm on the radio like, send a car. The deer is surrounding me. I'm not used to this. I'm not from these mountains. They like, shake your keys. I said, I'm shaking my keys. I don't know if they scared because I'm shaking the keys and they going. And I'm going. They thought it was so funny. So I was like, no, they now there's and everything is everywhere. In my yard, child, I told my husband one night, somebody over there is getting great with a G. YouTube, green grape. He done put the spotlight over there. He said, them is animals. It sounds like, I forgot which animals it is. It sounds like they are having, and he tearing that up, and she, that's what it sounds like. And I'm just like, oh, sure. That's an animal? No, those is animals. So, I'm kind of used to it now. But, thank goodness I'm fenced in the back. But yeah, this guy got 2 inmates pregnant. Now he's back in the male jail. When he went back to court, y'all got to see, he looked like, child, let me see if I share a screen, if it's going to work. I'm going to see if it come on up. Y'all let me know if y'all see this daggone article. God daggone it. Hold on a minute. We're going to do this and then I'm going to get out of here because I just can't. I'm going to do another video on this because ain't nowhere in God's good America that y'all thought this was a good idea to put this male with all his parts that identifies as a female in an all-female prison. I can't, child, I can't. All right, let's see. I'm going to bring this article over. Let me see if I could. Shout out to NBC News for this article. If it comes over, y'all, let's pray so we can read it together. Because I said what? Demi Minor. His name is Demetrius, but he wants to be known as Demi the Minor. All right. Let's see what I can do over here. All right. Let's see if we share the screen if it happens. If not, then we on out of, because I don't know. Okay, here it looked like it's gonna work, y'all. Hold on. All right, it looks like it's gonna work now. All I need, y'all, we're not sharing the audio because it's an article. All right, it's shared. So let's take a look. This is where I used to work, y'all. Now this is, let me see if I can remember where this is. All right. Let me see if I can look at this and remember where this is. Because this looks old and dilapidated. But y'all see here, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Hold on, y'all. Let me See if I can zoom in. All right. It's zoomed in at 100%, but let's see if we can zoom in a little more. Okay, yeah, let's do that. I want to see if I can see where I'm at, because this is not. This is child. The building done. They took this picture in. I'm trying to see, is this even at the man for real? Because, or did they take another picture of another prison and put it on here? Because this don't look like Edna Man. You see that there? It says the Edna Man Correctional Facility for Women in Clinton, New Jersey. Y'all see what I'm saying, right? Y'all can see it, because I leave myself small. All right, let's read. Reading is fundamental. All right, so I don't want to see. Listen, I don't want to see no ads. Turn these ads off. Y'all try to. Can we out? Can I make that? All right, so we gonna read it. He wiping his. Oh Lord, that is. We don't want to see that either. Hold on, y'all. Let me. Child. Hold. Let me. How do I get? We don't care about that. I don't. It's offensive to me to be talking about. Thank you. We were trying not. Yeah. Don't undo it. Hold on. Let me do this one too. And this is all. This is also offensive to me. If I want to do a commercial. Oh, this is definitely offensive to me. All right. So okay. So here we go. A transgender inmate has been transferred out of the only women's prison in New Jersey after impregnating 2 female inmates. Y'all go ahead and like the video. It's for the free night. That for always, that does not, to me, I'm trying to figure out in this picture if that is. It's not that small, first of all. It is different areas of the jail, and I'm trying to figure out, you know what, this looks like a cottage that they call, where they house the mentally unstable inmates. That's what that looks like. They're not showing you maximum security for even though this is a maximum security facility, they're not showing you um the hold on a minute. Yeah, hold on a minute. So yeah, they're not showing you so yeah. Shout out to y'all on Twitter that's over there holding it down. But okay. So I just want to answer somebody. So this is one of the this is the cottage where they house the uh inmates that are, they have a mental issue. Okay, they're not showing you the maximum security where they have the inmates. You have to think like all of Union County's female inmates are in that maximum facility. It is a security breach. They're not even showing you the front of this building. That's why I had to look at it to figure out which one it is, because and then now I do remember that is what this is. They only showing you one cottage. They showing it to you from a side view because you're not about to come in there. Even though they got a bunch of stuff, there's a bunch of stories that I heard about. So many of the officers there went to jail. I believe it. So anywho, so a transgender inmate has been transferred out of the only women's prison in New Jersey after impregnating 2 female inmates, not one but 2. He got 2 females. Now he got life, and he got life. And I can guarantee y'all he back in the male prison throwing it back. All right, let me go if I get myself in trouble. Let me go and move on forward. Demi Minor, 27. His name is Demetrius Minor. Has been moved to the vulnerable housing unit at the Garden State Youth Correctional Facility. He in a prison, y'all. So Garden State is, which prison is that? Dag on it. Which prison is Garden State? Because all of the prisons, they have a name that is technically correct, but then you have a name that, everybody that lives knows the facility by. But if they're in the area, I got to remember which one is Garden State. So, a prison for young adults ages 18 to 30, according to Dan Sparazza, a New Jersey Department of Corrections spokesman. Sparazza confirmed there are 3 trans women housed in the youth facility's vulnerable housing unit, where he should have went from the door if you're going to make a unit. Um, though the prison's general population houses only men, which should be right, especially if you have your man part still. Feelings are feelings, y'all. You in about, hold on now, wait a minute. Why are we seeing this? Listen, why stop seeing this ad? Thank you. Um, you start pushing on stuff, feeling stuff. It don't matter. Close your eyes. Who am I with? To me, from what I looked at, it was playing. He showed back up the court, tough with his hair cut off. He had the little puff up top. And I can guarantee y'all, he is in the male prison. He is either the top or the bottom. But I guarantee you, he's probably the bottom. All right, let me go on ahead and keep it moving before I get myself in some trouble. Sparazza confirmed that there are 3. Okay, we read that already. Minors removal from the Edna Man Correctional Facility for Women comes just a year after the state reached a settlement with the American Civil Liberties Union of New Jersey to house, God daggone it, to house transgender inmates according to their gender identity instead of their sex assigned at birth. Hold on a minute, I need to read that again. Minors removal from the Edna Man Correctional Facility for Women comes just a year after the state reached a settlement. That's what this is why y'all raising people taxes. New Jersey has one of the highest tax rates ever. So anyhow, with the American Civil Liberties Union of New Jersey to house transgender inmates according to their gender identity instead of their sex assigned at birth. The facility currently houses 27 transgender inmates. New Jersey Advanced Media reported. But you notice that they are all men who identify as women, and they are housed in a facility where there are only male inmates now. The damage is already done. Okay, so I'm going to read that reach the settlement because I'm interested in it. I'm supposed to be going to bed. Sparazza said decisions related to an incarcerated person's housing are made with the parameters of the settlement agreement, which requires consideration of gender identity and the health and safety of each individual. So what that means is that you should they have a unit in most jails, prisons, wherever you are, and it's called ADSEG, right? ADSEG is a place where they put people that have behavioral issues. They have like all of the gang members housed in a gang unit is what they call it. ADSEG, they should make that for transgender inmates. Everybody that was born male identifies as a man should have their own housing unit and vice versa. If I was still there, I would be like, what are y'all doing? One of the young ladies that I work with is a deputy warden. I'm gonna ask. I have to reach out to her. Like, listen. And then I see some of the people that I work with. I didn't talk to them when I was working but they are happy to see me. They kind of like do security where my mother is. So yeah, I gotta ask them about this case tomorrow. Even though y'all didn't work down there, we work together in the with the men and women, because a lot of the men that work at this all female correction correction facility and the man, they would never come and work in a male jail ever. So miss me with that. You don't have an S on your chest when I started there. I'm looking at you funny. I work with both. Like this was just this was something that I took because they was talking to layoffs and stuff. You go on B so you can transfer. You can't. And they say, oh, we really made a mistake. You weren't supposed to be on the list. And I gave them the F. You went there and was like, somebody said this is the best kept secret. This is the best kept secret for men. down here throwing y'all mailism around. Mailism isn't a word. I'm talking about MALE. So don't nobody go and make them. I'm just telling y'all from what I know from other. That roadcaster, you will give me some money if you're going to be advertising here on this channel. No, you won't. Hold on. Where is the ad choices? Child, get this roadcaster off. You can't. I can't even tell them no. I don't want this daggone thing. Roadcaster, you will do nothing to me. My mic is broke, but I need to turn that around because y'all want to pay me. Hit me up in my back chat. Thank you, because I know y'all be watching. But anyway, so I don't know what this is. I can't. They will not let me turn this ad off. I'm so mad. So let me get through this. I might have to cut this part out the video because y'all not gonna do it. Y'all trying with my music now. Y'all gonna try. I can't remove this ad. This don't have nothing to do with YouTube though. So mine was removal. We did that already. So okay, now here we got Sony up here. Like, listen, I'm tired. I ain't got time for them. I don't have a Sony ZV-1, but I do have a Sony, but it's not ZV-1. Y'all, if y'all want me to advertise, pay me. Well, they stopped me, y'all, because I was turning off the ads and they stopped me. So let's get through this. So Raza said decisions related. God daggone it. Hold on. This is not what we doing. Hold on, y'all. Is it? Can I move this? Child. Can I move this over in the yeah, I think I did. I think I did that one. Okay, here we go. No ad. Thank you. Mine wrote a letter. Child. So the ACLU of New Jersey did not provide a response to NBC News request for comment regarding minors prison transfer. NBC News will be in the description. That is the source of where I'm reading this article from. So don't try it. So minor who is serving a 30-year prison sentence for manslaughter impregnated the fellow inmates, plural, earlier this year. So this was in 2022. Following consensual, relationships. Sparaza confirmed. He added that even consensual eggs between inmates is prohibited. Prohibited in the state, is prohibited everywhere. What do you mean in the state? It's prohibited in the county. It's prohibited. But it goes on. We done saw the documentaries. I know I saw them. I said, child. So last year, 2 inmates at the Edna Man filed a lawsuit challenging the state policy and practice of housing some pre-gender confirmation surgery transgender women, adding that it violates their constitutional rights according to court documents. In a letter from Minor himself with all his male parts posted to the blog Justice for Demi. Y'all, he got... This is my first time reading this article, y'all. On a blog, Justice for Demi, which often publicizes videos and letters from her, she described her removal from Edna Man as punishment for having sex with 2 women. You don't say. You're not supposed. It's prohibited. They're not supposed to be having no relations. That's why in some states they get married because they have conjugal visits with their significant others. Having eggs with y'all on YouTube. If you don't, on Twitter, if y'all don't come over to YouTube, then I'm using the word eggs because I can't say what y'all can say over there on the Twitter, X, formerly known as Twitter. We can't say over here on YouTube. Okay, so that's why you hear me saying eggs, and I'll point to the word here. You're not supposed to be having no eggs, no X at all with nobody behind the bar. So this doesn't matter. I'm not sure who's running this blog, but this is stupid. All right, so As a woman who is transgender, I truly feel what lies ahead for me. No, you with a bunch of women that are transgender. I mean, that were born men and you identify as transgender. They call you she. They giving you all the respect that you want. But I gotta go watch that video because you showed up to court as a whole dude. Okay, I'm talking about after he was removed. Let's take it from no eyeliner, no eyelash. Where you get that stuff from? They don't sell that stuff. They took all that stuff out of the. They took it off a commissary in the state of New Jersey. So you got to be altering some type of. I told you that the most creative people are in jail, right? You got to be altering, which is causing damage to the prison. Something to get that gray color above your eye. More than likely, he is using I know they used to try to use the ceiling around the window. They would take it and they're creative and they make eyeshadow and stuff. It would be a different color. So you get caught for that, you go into the hole because you're destroying the prop. Soon the whole window going to be out. You're going to have somebody dropping down. And it happened at the jail I used to work to when I was battling cancer. I said, well, how the heck? Somebody wasn't checking. Anywho. So he says, a woman who is transgender, I truly fear what lies ahead for me. It's clear that staff have looked for some kind of security reasons to kick me out of the only female correctional facility. And that's in New Jersey. Are you stupid? Or are you dumb? Sir, you have no dog in this fight. Minor wrote in the Post, which was published Friday. This again was 2022. They have thrown me to the wolves and expected for me just. I'm gonna read what he said here. For me just to give up. He said, for me just gave up. I am baffled and disgusted by this use of power. And I can only ask that the commissioner and governor's office please send me back. I don't deserve to be treated like this. We taking care of them kids, boss man. We taking care of them kids, boss. We the people that pay taxes is taking care of them kids, boss. Boss woman. For the sake of survivor speaks, we the people that pay taxes is taking care of your children because you done unalive somebody. Y'all make it make sense. It's not making sense to me. Hold on, let me check. Yes, let me check, make sure that the Ellie. Okay, so yeah, Ellie. I mean, that's I guess we still okay. Check here, boss. We the people of the United States of America is taking care of them kids, boy. Is their mama still locked up? Because they didn't put the inmate name out. I'm gonna do some. That's a picture of just. Okay. So in a separate post published July 5th, the blog alleged a group of correctional officers beat minor in a van while transferring her. When you are transferred to another facility, so I know this for all of New Jersey. New Jersey is not a small place, people. I mean, for me, I think it's pretty big. But whenever you're transferred to a different facility, they have to take a picture of you for that particular facility. It's just the standard in New Jersey. So if they did that to you, then there should be, so you just said they didn't beat you in the face. And more than likely because of what happened with him, if it was me and I was an officer and I was transporting him, we would be taking all types of pictures. I'm going to need the sheriffs to get over here. Sir, I'm going to need you to remove your shirt. They need to just take pictures, make sure everything is intact, that you weren't harmed. Did anybody hurt you when you came here? Were you hurt on the way here? Yes or no, sir? Yes. Okay, ma'am. No, you weren't. You were transported. Did they treat you fairly? Okay. Did they double lock your cuffs so that they couldn't move so they wouldn't be too tight up on your wrist? We made sure they was tight. You only unalive somebody. So we got to do our job. Come on, church. So was everything okay? You got to have everything when you're working in that type of environment, you gotta CYA is what I used to tell the people. Listen, if I can't write an report, don't do it. Cause I'm not about to lose my pension, my job for nobody else. And guess what? And I don't feel like dealing with that karma later on. Let these people serve their time. Let these people go on. Huh? Okay. All right. We good. All right. So then, the Department of Corruptions. I mean Corrections. Excuse me. I'm tired. Allie, we were at when I came here for this live 38.90 at 38.99. Shout out to the 3,899. I gotta look to see how many more people subscribe to the channel. Shout out to them. We are very close to that 4,000K subs. Shout out to all of y'all, coming over here, hitting the subscribe button. Now, y'all just, I know there's a lot of people that go live at different times. People that I watch, they're live. I don't look at like when they're going live, but I can see if they're live or not. But for me, I'm dealing with an ongoing family emergency. When I go live about something, that's when I hit live. I don't look to see who's live or anything because I'm not competing with anyone. But they're in different sectors, the other people that I watch. But I support other people. So that's not something that I do. Survivor Speaks is not a hater. What is for you is for you. And I don't care if I'm talking to 5 people or 15,000 people. I'm going to still put my content up because I love true crime. All right, let's go. So the department has zero tolerance for abuse, and the safety and security of the incarcerated population and staff are of critical importance. So Raza said in an email, any allegations of mistreatment or abuse are thoroughly and expeditiously investigated by the Special Investigations Division, the SID unit, if you will. All right. So let me just get rid of that. Here I am looking for me. Here I go. Hello. If you just came in while I was reading that article, hit the like button. But this man has the nerve. This woman has the nerve to say, this girl, she identifies with she, her, hers. Okay, we're gonna give you that you was moved because you had eggs. Of course, that's why you was moving. Not only did you have eggs with these women, you got them pregnant, and now, boss lady, we gotta take care of them. We's tired. Go on over there, say you're in a transgender unit with other men that identify as women, and I respect that respectfully over here. Whatever they're doing, that's what they're doing. I don't judge people. We look and we don't judge. We look and we don't judge. We look and we don't judge. When I leave here and shut my eyes forever, I got to go before the man by myself. So that's why we look and we don't judge, because on Judgment Day, ain't none of us going to be with this man. But what's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong while we're on earth. And that, enough of Miss Demi. But getting back to Tyre Nichols, those thugs, those officers that were acquitted today, I need to look and make sure that they are able to be retried, because those prosecutors should be filing a new trial as soon as possible. There is no way now that people are going to, even if you run, that you are in 6 feet under some dirt because you decided to run. Because I can show y'all some videos and y'all will be like, oh, wow, those officers practice great self-control. And then to hear the backstory and to hear all of the stuff and all the cover up, y'all, I'm bothered. We are fighting to keep our civil rights. We are fighting for our, to keep, a lot of people passed for a lot of things. They fighting for these civil rights and these liberties that we all take advantage of, regardless of race, color, creed, religion, whatever. A lot of people died for that. And so they're slowly being removed. And while the smoke screens are up there saying, hey, look over here, while tomorrow you don't have these rights over here. But what's happening is some people are so closed-minded, what you think is not what it is. And so I tell people they're not just looking to hurt a certain demographic. but they are. There's not going to be any low class, middle class, rich. The rich are only 1%. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be the 1%, and it's going to be the poor. Lower class trying to make it, trying to buy eggs. That's $8 a dozen. Y'all, shout out to all y'all that been taking advantage of the Section 8, but that's what they're going after now, the Section 8. Do you see my blink rate? Everybody can't afford all this rent. Everybody can't afford mortgage. People are losing jobs at an alarming rate. And right now, picking a side because of color is not it, G. Not. It's not. I'm just being honest. It's not. It's not. So, a lot of us are in the same. A lot of us are in the same boat. Some people went from building businesses all of their lives, to leave legacies to their children. Poof, it's gone. Gone. It's sad. People need to wake up. People need to stop pushing these false agendas. People need to stop voting. This is, and I'm not saying which party I would probably go with. People need to stop voting with party and start voting about on the individual. That's what we need to start voting about, the individual, not the party. And what a lot of people don't know, I'm just giving some education here. You can vote for a Democrat or a Republican president, either or independent. You don't have to vote Republican or Democrat all the way down the ticket. You need to do your research. Right now, there's a couple people running for governor of New Jersey. I'm doing my research. Like, ain't no way in hell I'm looking at what you did when you was the mayor over a town, and how you went there and you just, yeah, you just, I mean, yeah, it's a smoke and mirrors town now, because you're still trying to appeal to a certain demographic, but that's not what it really is. And so we all need to really look at everybody that's running for whatever office it is. Your vote matters. Get out here and vote. Take a look in their backgrounds. Go over there and look. All of this stuff is public knowledge. You can go to City Hall and see what their 10-year plan is for your town, for those of you who don't know. They already have stuff like in the works 10 years prior to it developing. You can go to your town and get that information. See what what it is. You want it to be a mixture for everybody. You don't have, some people can't hold the job. They mentally they can't focus like that. A lot of people can't multitask. A lot of people have degrees. Degrees does not equal critical thinking skills. It does not. I mean, it shows discipline. It does. It's a shame, like even now, like they said they were going to do with it. I feel like, for me, right, I have now 18 plus years in the pharmaceutical industry, right? And I could tell you more than most people that have degrees. I have my own. I have 2 of them. But I've had an ongoing emergency. I'm telling, companies are hounding me, and I'm telling them, listen, it's not going to be good for me to, are you looking? It's not going to be good for me to start something new. I have an ongoing emergency, like to go into a job with this type of emergency. I don't think that it's going to be good. But I do know some people that don't have degrees that would be excellent. I'm sorry, the company doesn't want them because they need to have a degree, and it can't be an associate's. In a minute, your bachelor's is not going to be nothing. I'm going to tell y'all what my thought is about degrees. Was I proud to get my degrees? Yes, I was. was something that I started, something on my bucket list, and I finished. But the way that you have to get a degree, some people are born with a silver spoon in their mouth, and they paid nothing to go to school. Their degree was paid for. And some of us have student debt after wazoo. It's a scam. That's what I think about student loans. You know, you're not going to make a lot of money to even live if you don't have a degree. I mean, to live like just comfortably if you don't have a degree. It's a scam. That's just my thoughts. That's my thoughts. I was in the pharmaceutical industry, going in and out of school, 15 and a half years. And when they laid me off, I was done with, it was time for me to walk down the aisle and get my degree. Something that I'm just going to tell you that my daughter went from, I can't do this and I can't do this, to I watched her go from that to getting straight A's, because she's like, what is all those things around your neck? Oh yeah, I'm on an honor society. I graduated magna cum laude. I'm in a business management honor society, all with a chemo fog brain. All of this, she saw all of the sashes, and it was so exciting to her. And I said, so, help me out, riddle me this, daughter. We went from, oh, I think I can, to you like, oh man, I got one B minus, and God, oh, I just missed the straight. What? I've been fighting all the, I don't have to say nothing to her. I used to tell her all the time, you turn your homework in late, they're gonna take points on it for it, because you still pay, girl. We hitting, okay? And my girlfriend, they wiped away all her student debt. She had no idea. No idea they wiped away her student debt. I said, how? I said, I know that they were saying people can apply, but how? She said she called them to make sure it wasn't a fluke. No. I said, did they pick and check? Like, how did this go? Because it is. In other countries, they go to school for free. At least a 2-year college. So yeah, I'm still paying for always. It's a never-ending thing. But my daughter, I'm just like, okay, so we on an honor roll and things. But it was like the best thing. She was there with me for every step of the way. So there's a video that I put up like sometime for my birthday. It's a mixture to show people who I am, and so I normally share it on my Instagram. But and you'll see in one video I'm just wearing all black. It is the honor society commencement, so we didn't wear cap and gowns. And so, yeah, and you hear her in the background because she took it in the video. Woo! And then ever since then, Mama don't get nothing less than a B minus. Mostly A's. What? So your children are watching. They see what you do. I used to tell her, if you just turn your homework in on time, they don't take nothing from you. You turn and work in late, they already minus 10 points, 20 points. When are you going to get it? She saw me many a nights in the office light on. Lord, I gotta take another. We got an exam for our finals coming up. Child, my brain can only hold so much, but it was done. And she saw that. I never had to say nothing to her again. Nothing. Not one thing. Nothing. She actually starts to have an anxiety attack if she's like, I need to go to the store. I have a project due. All while holding a job down because they kept her from the summer program, from summer jobs. She works, goes to school, still getting them grades, y'all. So your kids are a reflection of what you do. So I know I'm tired of these packages coming here from Shein. I told her I don't shop at Shein. But all right, what is this now? I should have said Shein because y'all not Shein. Y'all don't pay me for advertisement. All right, it's a story for the people. Hit me up in the back. I will wear a Shein shirt or something. Dollars make sense. All right, y'all. So that's it. I wanted to talk to y'all about those two stories. So I probably could have showed the video of this Tyre Nichols debacle. I don't even want to do it anymore. I said what I said about it. You know, if you got a problem with it, uh, just send a written letter from the post office to, I think it's 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue in Washington, D.C. I don't know the zip code. Nobody don't know what that address is, let me give it to you again. Just look it on up because I believe I got the numbers right. 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue in Washington D.C. And I don't know what the zip code is off the top of my head. But if you got a problem with how I feel, that's y'all can send a letter. Don't send it to Survivor. Don't put Survivor Speaks on it. Just don't put it to nobody. And that's where you send it. And tell them that you got a problem because I got a problem because I said what I said about this case. Don't send it. Let the shit go on ahead and send it over there. Those people, they'd be glad to have it. I think. Just pick anybody's name out over there at the address and send it to them. Why don't you go ahead and send it to the man that's over this country? That's probably agreeing with them being acquitted. I'm gonna get on out of here before I get in trouble because it is past my bedtime and all this other stuff. But I bet you they won't be able to be on the ballot nowhere. I'm gonna go ahead over and go on and get on out of here. Now, y'all be good, you hear, and be kind to people because you never know who will be the person to help you. You never know. You just never know. Just be kind to people, and just take the mirror the smoke mirror glasses off. Shout out to y'all in the bushes, to the people that watch me, but they don't want to watch. They don't want to watch. They don't want to come out and and watch me. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Because I know you be in the bushes, but whatever. I'm not talking about I don't do that content creator stuff. That's just uncivilized. We all need to be coming together and trying to figure out how we can get together and make some money to make it make sense, right? Let's continue to talk about these laws, continue to watch this stuff. Continue. Cat Williams did a great live. Was it yesterday? I was in the bushes shopping for my mama. Got me through my shopping trip. Great video yesterday about a man that Ashley Merchant was the attorney over the case. I was Cat knew I was reeling. She already had knew. Like what? They what? This man is in jail because what? When you see the video, it's like you got your mouth over. Like what is going on here? What part of the game is this? It got me through the shopping trip, but she did a great live yesterday. Go check out Cat Williams. The live she did yesterday, I believe, is the young man's last name is Patel, I believe. Child, that's a mess. And the prosecutor. And it wasn't Fulton County. Okay, so now for always, was you over there yesterday? Was it Cobb? Was it in the Cobb? Was it Cobb County? I'm forgetting. I don't know. I just had the smoke coming on out my ears. I was like, wait, what are we listening to? And I had to stop and put the phone up because she liked the video and they showed the lady on the little, the wheelchair scooter. And then they showed the and you got to make it make sense for me because I was confused. But the judge ruled based on the law, and I love that for him. Yeah, I know I'll be look. I'm gonna look him up. I'm gonna see if has he been over any other cases, even though it has not went to trial yet. He did give him a bail. He had so much support from the community there and everything else. I don't want to give the video away. Just if you want to watch it, it's the cat the live she did yesterday. Um, it was awesome, and the judge was awesome. He said so much without saying anything. But in this case, the jury decided in the Tyre Nichols case. Y'all decided, all 12 of you. My blink rate. I'm sorry, y'all. My blink rate goes because I just don't be understanding. Gotta shout out to the jury. Judge Poole, thank you for always. I'm gonna look Judge Poole up because Judge Poole ruled yesterday based on the law, and that was just a ruling to give this man a bail. And the prosecution tried to put all these stupid behind conditions. He stopped him. Oh no, he can't go to that. He can't go to that Walmart. He can't go to that Walmart. He can't have no contact with the victim. He can't have no contact with the victim. And the judge was like, no, that's where I draw the line. Oh, the alcohol and drug screening. What? No. That's where I'm going to draw the line. You don't went too daggone far. That we are not he has not went to court and have not no. So I love that. Cobb County, Georgia. Thank you for always. All right, so I can share comments now. So thank you. I don't know what was going on. I believe it was the system, but yeah, you got your listen. Thank goodness, my son. And go ahead, pay your own stuff, because I didn't sign for him. Your sister-in-law's loan was forgiven. That's what I'm saying. One of my my friend, a friend of mine that I was friends with for a long time. She didn't apply for it, and her loan was forgiven. She was confused. I said maybe it's the Lord because your daughter now her daughter's a doctor. So, but you know what? Her daughter doesn't. I don't think her daughter has any student. She was a straight A student, so she had all types of scholarships and stuff. And so she was even teaching at one point while she was in med school. She had got her bachelor's, she had got her master's. She got her bachelor's from Rutgers here, her bachelor's from she got her bachelor's from Rutgers, her master's from Syracuse University, and then she went, and she was in the tropics. She was going to school and teaching at the same time. COVID hit, she came back. She was still in school, but she's now, Dr. Dennis. Now, shout out to my little niecey poo. I call that my little niecey pet. Because I was around since her children were born. So that is my little niecey poo. She's Dr. Dennis, and I love it. And so Becca said, have a blessed night. You too, Becca. We about to get up out of here. Allie, thank you always for holding the chat down. You always show up over here too, showing the chat love and giving your input and everything. I see you, girl. I love you, girl. You're always here. Lynn Ali, thank you so much once again for always supporting the show. Thank you for renewing that membership. Cat Not Williams. This is Cat Not Williams. Link, you get a chance going over there and look at the video from yesterday. It was just refreshing to watch, refreshing to see. He is a fair judge. I'm going to have to look for another case that he actually ruled on, because now I'm interested. So yeah, gosh, she's in MD school district for 14 years. Yeah, so Dr. Dennis had been in school forever. She graduated a long time ago. I said, well, dang, how long they say? Yeah, so it's years and years and years, but she, like I said, started teaching like first year med schools, and she was still in, I forgot what year she was in. She had a job, and she had came back to the United States. And first she was the director over some department in Syracuse, and then she got another job offer like while in school. So I love that for her. Her sister graduated in 11th grade, and she's in college now. So shout out to my girlfriend for doing a great job. She's not on social media at all. She doesn't do social media. Shout out to her for doing such a great job. And I look at little Ollie. Thank you with a little smiley face. Come on, with it, girl. And we're gonna get out of here. So y'all know it wouldn't be me if I didn't end the show the same way that I always do. Y'all, you guys over there on X, Twitter, formerly known as X. Thank you so much for watching and sticking here in here with me through my you know. Let's see if the system will play my outro. If not, y'all just gonna hear it. Can y'all hear that music? Could you put a one in the chat if y'all hear my background music behind the video music? Let me turn it up a little bit. Could y'all hear that? Cause I'm listen. Can y'all hear that? Because I'm gonna have to wait tomorrow, but we're gonna have a cussing session. You got me, the person that does my provide, does the beats. There you go. Mookie did it again. That's his. Can y'all hear that? Yeah, man, I'm gonna have a cussing session tomorrow because you're supposed to make sure my stuff hooked up right. Thank you for always. So then, if y'all don't hear the video, y'all don't hear my song going out. Maybe sometime I'll perform it live. All right, so I don't. All right, thank you, Lynn Ollie. So this is working. I just need him to come on and help me put the I figured this part out myself. YouTube videos can't help me. I am what do you call that? Electronic illiterate. I'm electronics. Now I'll hook up some lights as long as you give me step-by-step directions I can follow. When it comes to this electronic stuff, listen. Give me plug and play all day. Anything I gotta configure. I have a headache already. As soon as I see it, but I'm working on it, y'all. Y'all see, I'm trying to upgrade my sound a little bit. Ain't nothing wrong with my blue Yeti is blinged out. I still got her. I'm not gonna get rid of her. We gonna rock out with this road. Holla at me. Holla at me, road. We're gonna rock out with this road, though. I kind of like the quality of what I'm hearing in the feedback. I mean, I guess it's more like I don't know. Tell me what y'all think in the chat. I don't know. But anyhow, so I'm gonna leave y'all with what I normally leave y'all with, that men get breast cancer too. Because of the stigma surrounding the word breast, we have changed the word over here on the Survivor Speech channel to chest and or pec cancer. Let's continue to stop the stigma and bring awareness that men get breast cancer too. And to all of my fine ladies, let's see if my y'all all know what I'm doing. I'll tell you, I'm not picking that. No, I'm picking that myself. Let me turn the music off and see if y'all hear a sound. Let me hear. I'm just going through this with y'all. Y'all are going to be my let's see. Okay, let's see. Wait a minute. Is that not how was this not okay? So I'm pressing the wrong. See, I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. All right. So if I got here we go. I think do we play where do we play? I think can y'all hear that? All right. I got something going on. If y'all can hear that, then I'm halfway where I need to be. I tried. All right. To all my ladies, make sure y'all getting those mammograms, filling on y'all boobies to make sure that you are all right. All right. And don't you dare let anybody come into your house. I'm going to say that again. Don't you dare let anybody come into your house. I'm going to say it thrice. Don't you deal with anybody coming to your house and disturb the peace that passes all understanding. I am Survivor Speaks, and I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Now, let's see if we can do this and get this right, because I don't think it's going to show over here. Maybe, hold on, y'all. I'm going to show y'all a visual over here, but y'all tell me if y'all can hear it. I'm going to put the visual over here. If y'all can't hear, I'm gonna play my song. It's available on all social media platforms. It's for my content, but you know, YouTube loves to strike me for my own music. I didn't go to, I'm not paying for a degree for nothing. I'm gonna do something with it. God dog it. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna leave myself on the stage. Y'all tell me if y'all can put on. Here you go.
Speaks is the name at the end of the day. People love me or hate me, I don't care either way. Let's kiss a busted through like a beef in the night. A kiss as a slide stop before the end of the fight. I cheer for y'all, coming through, knocking everything out. This is all you see, I can the name at the end of the day. Take me out, so be respectful when you step foot inside of my house. Every time I have your ass, put it on now. Talk about the push it, up your feet, take a seat, and get comfortable and chill. The girl. Survivor Speaks, yeah. Hey,
Out of my house. Put it on that.
I'm Survivor Speaks. What time is it? What time is it? What time is it? It's time for you to hit that like and subscribe. And turn on the notification bell so you get a notification each and every time that I go live.
It's time for you to get that like.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. Peace.
I had some yeah. I'll be time. Thank you for being here. Peace. I'm so crazy, y'all.